Hey, my friends. So today we're going to be playing with ChatGPT. They've just released a new code interpreter plugin, which is absolutely fantastic. So we're going to be playing around with that, creating some Python scripts and running them with the interpreter and seeing what all we can do. So let's just play around with it. So what you want to do is go to ChatGPT. This has just been released in the last couple of days. You have to use GPT-4 and go right here to code interpreter. Now, to see if you already have access to the code interpreter, you need to go to your settings, go to beta features, and you'll have it right here. You have to enable it if you want to use it, and you have to be a paid member. You have to have GPT Plus. So let's go to GPT-4 code interpreter. We're selected there, and now let's play around with it. It's just so amazing. This is going to scare a lot of coders. It's amazing. All right, so let's come up with something that we want to code. Let's just do something simple here. Obviously, the first thing is just doing a hello world program. So let's do this. Let's do create a Python script to print hello world. That's the standard for all programming. You always do a hello world. In fact, let's do it 5 times. And then echo the Pythagorean equation, and then assign random variables to each of the 2 sides and calculate the hypotenuse. Display the step-by-step processing of the solution and show the answer. So let's just see what we get here. Sure, here's how we could do it. First, we'll import the necessary Python modules. Then we'll print hello world 5 times using a for loop. We'll display the Pythagorean equation, assign random variables to each of the 2 sides, and then finally calculate it. Look at that. It's just showing the code right there. Got the code. It says, please note the values of A and B will be randomly chosen integers between 1 and 10 each time the script is run. Calculated hypotenuse C will be a floating point number due to the square root operation. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, of course, this is pretty simple, but there you go. So we've got the whole script. In fact, let me zoom in a little bit where you can see it a little bit better. So we've got the whole script right here. Very cool. So now, of course, we can go up here and we can copy the code. Right here locally we can run the script. But with this code interpreter, we can now do it inside ChatGPT. It's got its own, kind of like its own little computer, its own little process where it will run it. It will execute it on their side. So even if you don't have Python installed on your PC or anything, you can run it right through here. So let's try it. Run the code. Working. Look at that. Let's do the show work. That was too quick. There it is. Look at that. Is that amazing or what? Look at this. So it shows the script again. This is what it ran. And then here, standard out and standard error. Look at that. That's the output right there. That's giving us, all the details of what it was doing. And then here's the actual output. Hello world 5 times, just like we said. Shows the Pythagorean equation. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Values of a and b are 6 and 2. Here we go. 6 and 2, and the result is 6.3245. Is that amazing or what? Run the script 10 times and store the values of all variables of the Pythagorean equation, including the resulting hypotenuse, and show them in a chart and ignore the hello world output. Let's see what we get here. Working. Wow, look at that. What is this? Oh, wow. I'm going to plot these values in a chart, okay? That's all I really wanted there, but now, ooh, wow, look at this. Let me zoom out a little bit where you can see that better. This is amazing. So it did even more than we asked. So look at this, it actually, this is what it did here. Import pandas as PD, create empty lists to store values of A, B, and C. So it built another Python script to store the values. This is amazing. Look at that. Does the for loop, runs it 10 times, creates the random variables, adds them to the lists, creates the data frame from the lists, and then runs it. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Look at that. Here's all the results, 10 times, 0 through 9. Results from running the script. There they are, right here. Look, it takes all those, puts them into a chart. My gosh, this is amazing. It did more than I even asked for, really. I didn't ask for the visualization. It just says, now let's plot these values in a chart. Since we have 3 variables, A, B, and C, 3D scatter plot would be appropriate. Let's create that. This is amazing. Just think of the potential of this, what you could do. My goodness. You don't have to be a programmer to come up with the scripts now. Look at that. Here's a 3D scatter plot showing the values of A, B, and the calculated hypotenuse C for each of the 10 runs of the script. Each point in the plot represents one run of the script with its position along the A, B, and C axis corresponding to the values of A, B, and C for that run. My goodness, what else can we do with this? Display all scripts used in this session. So there's our first one. And here's our second one. So it remembers everything in this session. Wow. Oh, and here's the 3D scatter plot. My gosh. It does it all on its own and gives us everything. Possibilities are so endless here. You could write huge Python scripts to do all kinds of things. I guess that's enough for now. As you can see, ChatGPT is well worth the subscription fee to be able to do things like this. Just think of the time it saves. You want to write any little Python script for anything, just tell ChatGPT to do it, and you got it. In just a few minutes, we've done all this. And this was just obviously a test just to see what the capabilities are, and I'm sure we can get even more complex than this. If you're a wannabe coder, get this. If you're not a coder but you need Python scripts, get this. If you like the content I put on here, please like, share, and subscribe. Flick the little bell. We're going to be putting out a lot more AI content, so we hope you join us. Subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll see you real soon. Take care.